belong with me, and I belong with you. You belong with me, and I belong with you.
Hi, and welcome to bite number 6 of our transgender awareness series of Belonging Bite Size. I'm Danielle Wood.
And I'm Sophie Wood. And on this session, we're going to take a look at what you can do in your workplace to make it more trans friendly. So, where do you want to start with this one, Danielle?
Well, I think we'll start by saying that this isn't a one size fits all situation, because businesses will inevitably be at different stages of their journey towards inclusivity. So, we do have to start somewhere, however. So, I'm going to suggest that we start with the basics, and that's legislation and policies. So, every country will have its own legislation. In the UK, we have the Equality Act 2010, and gender reassignment is covered in the Act. So, as things stand today in 2024, trans individuals are protected against discrimination, harassment, and victimisation. Therefore, your company policies should be clear around this topic. Now, this is the compliance aspect. And if you're unsure of trans-specific inclusion, then there is some great advice and guidance from the CIPD, which they offer on this subject via their website. So, what about the more human aspect, Sophie?
Okay, well, first up, I'd like to highlight that we have two potential groups of trans individuals. So, those who join your organization, having already transitioned, and those who have yet to come out. So for all of these people, creating a psychologically safe working environment is absolutely key. Ensuring your people, and especially your managers, understand what it is to be transgender and feel confident in addressing any questions or issues that arise. Now, if you can, I'd encourage delivering workshops for all employees so they can meet and get an understanding of what it is to be transgender. It's something that we do a lot. And it enables people to make those human-to-human connections and to be able to talk about the subject and ask all the questions that they have in a safe space. And in this way, they can gain an understanding of the importance of things like using correct pronouns and the correct names for their transgender colleagues and or customers. Now, if you're not a trans person, you might not even realize how impactful these simple acts of respect can be. It can have a profound mental health benefit for the trans individual. Now, misgendering or dead naming, which we talked about in a previous session, about the language of inclusion, those things can contribute to feelings of isolation or depression, while acceptance and validation can significantly improve somebody's mental well-being. Okay, so if you have someone that comes to you, whether you're in HR or the people team, or you're their line manager, and they confide in you that they are trans and they are going to be transitioning, and this is a huge step for them, a really big step, and they really do need your support. Now, for most people in this position, it may well be the first time that they've encountered this situation, and it may feel just a little bit daunting, and that's natural. But you want to get it right, but you may be unsure about what to do. Now, my advice in that situation is have good intent, be kind, listen and communicate non-judgmentally, and just ask the person how they want to be supported. Now, realistically, that human connection piece will be the most vital element of what will hopefully be a smooth and supportive transition in the workplace. However, there are an awful lot of other things that we need to think about. We've mentioned mental health, but also you've got, a huge amount of administration. So think about documents that need changing, name changes on documents and records, information pertaining to people's roles, consider whether training, coaching, or any other form of education is needed. How are you going to let people know, if at all? Arrange to give time off for, medical appointments. Make sure that all kind of restroom and toilet arrangements have been made to everybody's satisfaction. So it's like a project, really. And that's why we've put together a guide called Transitioning in the Workplace. What do we need to do? It's a really catchy title. And it does what it says on the tin. And it's available via our website on the Transgender Matters tab. And it's a checklist of all the things that need to be considered when somebody is transitioning in the workplace. But please do remember, everyone is unique, and so is each transition. So if you can put the individual at the center of that process and let them inform you of how things should proceed at each step of the process, then that is going to result in a really good outcome for both the organization and the individual. And it's really important to kind of keep close and check in with people throughout every stage of the process. And if you do all of those things, then you really are halfway there already. Right, Danielle?
Right, Sophie, yes. So I'd say to support that if you've never felt the need to deliver trans awareness training, then this would be the very time to do it when you know that you have somebody who is about to transition. Even if it's not for the whole organization, if you can arrange it for the immediate team and their key contacts in the business, then that will be immensely beneficial all round. When Sophie transitioned, I actually ended up doing a lot of this myself because we both worked in the same organization and we worked in the same department, in fact, in the very same office space. So I did my research, and because it was the first time for everybody involved, and I consulted with Sophie, and then I sat down with my team and I ran them through all the key facts and then gave them permission to tell others what I shared with them so that people received the right information and we didn't have to keep on doing it over and over again, because it is quite emotionally draining for somebody who's going through a transition and the people around them. And don't forget the families, because that is important as well, because if you've got somebody transitioning in the workplace, don't forget there's always going to be family members somewhere else. We do this a lot for our clients, and they do find it hugely beneficial as well. So so that's what I want to say on the subject. Now we found that we've probably not got enough time to share all of the practical tips today on this session. So I'm going to suggest we draw a line under it for today. And if you want to join us in the next session, we'll share some more practical advice for businesses. So if you want to reach out to us and ask questions, please do. And in the meantime, if you want to find out more about us or watch some of the other Belonging Bite Size, then please do check out our website, which is belongingbase.com. You'll find the address across the bottom of the screen. So until we meet again, it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me. Bye.
Answer for, 'cause you belong with me, and I belong with you. You belong with